Eagles and the San Benito Greyhounds. Joe Bowling with you, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the cameras. We have our test here a few minutes before the kickoff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito.
Fans, share the link if you will. If you're getting ready to watch this game, let other fans know this is going on. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the broadcast of San Benito and Hanna. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on Rio Sports Live as we are coming to you tonight from San Benito, Texas, as we've had the playing of the national anthem. And welcome to high school football on a Friday night for a 7 o'clock kickoff between the Greyhounds of San Benito and the Hanna Golden Eagles. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. We're stationed here on the visitors' side in San Benito, Texas, and appreciate everyone that's tuning in. If you're watching us on our social media, give us some assistance if you will. Send out a share on this link. Let other fans know these games are going on. And if you're capable of assisting us, like and follow our Facebook page. Help us grow our numbers. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. But again, share the link if you will, if you're just now tuning in on our broadcast. We'll be back as we're on the pregame show. San Benito Greyhounds and Hanna Eagles. This is Rio Sports Live.
Collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, two teams running out on the field. You see the Hanna Eagles, the visitors. That'll be on this side of the field, on the near side, as our camera's stationed on the visitor side. Across the way, you see the San Benito Greyhounds in the purple and gold. Welcome again to the broadcast here, and fans that are accustomed to coming to San Benito football games, if you're not here, well, you're going to miss the only home game of the season on the regular season. If you're tuning in with us, well, thanks for joining in on our broadcast. And the good news is that because of the way the other schools have jumped on board, for Greyhound fans, for the most part, we'll have your broadcast of all your away games as well. A lot of anticipation on the field for these two teams wanting to get the game underway. District 32 6A will begin with district games, and so everything is meaningful from the word go. We had the coin toss earlier in the ball game, and the Greyhounds of San Benito won the toss, and so they'll be returning the kick to start this game. Hanna going right to left on your screen as you take a look there. I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage here tonight in that the Hanna Eagles did not have a roster to assist me with. And so I did have some coaches assisting me in getting some names. But for the most part, you're going to hear a lot of vacancy as far as me being able to call out names on the Hanna side. San Benito Greyhounds returning it. Jermaine Corbin stands back, and away we go. Opening kickoff is underway. To the left-hand side, it'll be fielded at the 5-yard line. Bringing it out is Yahir Reyes. Reyes brings it out across the 25, got to the 30-yard line. Actually on that return is Kyler Castilleja. And so the San Benito Greyhounds will have it to start this ball game. 1st and 10 as the offense comes on the field. Good night for football. The breeze is blowing. It's a cross breeze that is coming from the visitor side to the home side here at Bobby Morrow Stadium. But a pleasant night for football as we get this started with a 7 o'clock kickoff. Fans tuning in on our Facebook side, if you can, again, share the link. Help us out. Spread formation for the Greyhounds on 1st down. They'll take the snap, look to throw. Quick swing left-hand side. Castillejo in the open field is going to run through a tackle. Gets hit by a couple more. Gains 9 on the play. And brings up a 2nd down. And 1 yard to go for the Greyhounds. Hey, I just got a roster sent to me. That'll help on the Hanna side. It'll tax my phone, but nonetheless, we got it. Running play for the Greyhounds. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Elijah Hernandez carries the ball out to the midfield stripe. And so San Benito will move the chains right to the midfield stripe on this opening drive of the game. Hernandez is ready to go on a quick count. Takes a snap, looks to throw, swings it right-hand side. It's caught by Corbin. Corbin hit after he gains 5. A quick hitting pass to Corbin. And the Greyhounds are going with the hurry-up offense and thus far have moved the ball. This is the opening drive of the ball game. San Benito taking the opening kickoff. Hernandez now has a back in the backfield. Joining him on this 2nd and call it 6 yards to go. Man in motion. They'll fake the handoff there. Hand it off instead. And this is going to be Castilleja. Got to the 40-yard line. Stretches forward. Ended up getting a 1st down on the play.
That'll be 3rd down.
Now they'll mark him down shy of the 40, so that means he did not get 1st down yardage. As the ball is at the 42 of the Hanna Eagles, a 3rd down chance here for Elijah Hernandez. Castilleja, the tailback in the backfield with him. Hernandez changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 14. Looks to the sideline. Still 12 on the play clock. Plenty of time to get this one sorted out for the San Benito Greyhounds. Hernandez now waits. Play clock down to 2-1. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Fakes it. Now going to run. Has some room. Bounces at the outside. Turns the corner. 35. Got a block at the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And touchdown Greyhounds. Hernandez took it in, but look back at the 30-yard line. You'll see a penalty flag on the field, and this one may be coming back. Let's take a look here on the replay. And you may see a block in the back. Well, that's a hold right there. And so that takes points off the board for the San Benito Greyhounds, and it'll move them back. It was 3rd and 3. They'll move the ball to the 40-yard line, which is right at the marker for the 1st down. Setting it down at the 41, it'll be about a yard short. Hernandez hands it off. Castilleja up the middle, got a 1st down as he bangs his way down to about the 36. And that'll bring up 1st down for San Benito as this drive continues to open this ball game. Greyhounds took the opening kickoff, have had the ball since then. Hernandez is setting him down, ready to go on the next snap. Castilleja again, hit as he got to the line of scrimmage, got a good surge, fights through a couple tacklers, gets thrown back. Ended up gaining maybe 4 on the play, down inside the 35 to around the 34. Our broadcast coming your way here tonight on Rio Sports Live, one of many. By the time this night's said and done, we'll have done 28 different games from the Coastal Bend throughout the Rio Grande Valley, and we've just got started. There'll be more next week. 8:55 and counting here in the first quarter. Hernandez sends a man in motion, hands it off to keeps it on a read, bounces it outside, short side of the field. Got to the 20. That's enough for a first down. 13-yard pickup for Elijah Hernandez. A good ball fake. Opened up that real estate on the carry. The drive continues for San Benito. Hernandez ready for the snap already. Takes it. Hands it off. Castillejo bounces it outside. Got hit, and down he goes. Might have gained a yard on that play as the Hanna Eagles were there to make the play. Outside, wearing number 42, Ernesto Gomez, a senior defensive lineman. Able to make that tackle, stopping Castilleja after a short gain. Second down play, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, end zone, caught, touchdown, Greyhounds on a strike to Jermaine Corbin. Greyhounds go up 6-0, and watch this strike on the replay. Hernandez on the ball fake. Corbin just runs the route. 6 on the board for San Benito. They break on top. Extra point coming up for San Benito's Greyhounds. Hernandez stays in the ball game. They're apparently going for 2 after this first score of the season. Takes a snap, going to keep it. Hit, down he goes, will not get in. 6-0 Greyhounds. Kickoff coming up. The Hanna Eagles offense will have the ball for the first time on the night and the season after this.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Back here on Rio Sports Live from San Benito. Our YouTube channel says it's a test. We're not in a test mode, my friends. We're in live action here between the San Benito Greyhounds and the Hanna Eagles. Greyhounds to kick it off. Eagles on the return. They'll touch it for a first time on the night. A deep kick fielded at the 10. Out across the 15 to the 20-yard line. Blocks develop to the 25, 30-yard line. And that's where the Hanna Eagles will take over. Now trying to respond to the score by San Benito's Greyhounds. Our appreciation again to the coaching staff for assisting us and providing some names, and then whoever sent me this roster, big time thanks on that line as well. 6-0 ball game. Hanna with the football, and here we go. Quarterback for the Eagles, Diego Escobar. Sets him down, spread formation. Twin receivers right side, a single receiver to the left side. Takes a snap, hands it off, running play right side, out across the 30, quickly to the 33. Play was shut down rather quickly. Ball carrier is Chris Pena.
Robert Trevino in on the tackle for the Greyhound defense.
Pena, a sophomore, tailback listed on the roster for Hanna.
That was number 34. Second down.
Gains 3, 2nd and 7 coming up
Eagles.
for the Eagles. Single back in the backfield. Twins this time to the left-hand side. And a handoff. They'll run it that way. Greyhounds are there to shut that down after a short gain. Another carry by Pena. And now 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Hanna Eagles.
brings up a third down situation.
And we'll see what Diego Escobar has in plan on this third down play. Our thanks again to everyone tuning in on the ball game, wherever you may be. Trips receivers on the right side this time. They'll overload that side for the Hanna Eagles. Escobar sees a three-man front coming. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up, drives a pass in the secondary. Nearly picked off. Incomplete pass. That was nearly gift wrapped. You talk about an opportunity. Hanna Fuentes is going to be wishing he could have another chance at this one. Off the tip drill, right into his hands. Stops the clock with 6:40 to go and brings in the punting team for the Hanna Eagles. Ernesto Gomez is back in punt formation. The Hounds back to return the punt, standing at their 30-yard line. Good snap, they get the kick away. It's a booming kick. And a catch is made inside the 30, and that's where the Greyhounds will take over as Fuentes makes the fair catch. Back here on Rio Sports Live. Our broadcast always free of charge to schools.
Let's give a big round of applause for all the Greyhound parents one more time.
We do appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be.
Please rise, parents, and let's hear it for the parents.
Oh, I see. My scoreboard's wrong. We'll change that real quick. Thank you. Greyhounds run the ball on first down.
Number 1, Elijah Hernandez. Quarterback keeper, number 9 in on the tackle, second down. And about 6 to go for a first down.
And there we go. Change that to the Greyhounds. Thank you, Ana Garcia, for giving me a shout out that the scoreboard needed to be changed. 6-0 score. Greyhounds looking to throw. Right side, that's going to be a diving attempt, an incomplete pass. Pitched in the direction of Jermaine Corbin.
Pass intended to Jermaine Corbin.
Fans tuning in
Remains
from Hebronville. Thank you for tuning in. Clock stops with 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter of play.
6 yards to go.
Hernandez takes a snap, drops back. Here comes pressure. Swings it right side, incomplete pass, and there was heavy pressure coming that time by the Eagles. As right in the face of Hernandez was Humberto Garcia, a junior defensive lineman for the Hanna Eagles. And it'll be a punting situation for San Benito. So one drive results in a score for San Benito. Second time around, 4 yards on the net. And they'll give it right back to Hanna. Punter stands at his 20. Return man back to the 30-yard line for the Eagles. And it's a bad snap. Punter trying to get to it. Can't. Ball picked up by the Eagles inside the 5. Big play. Hanna Eagles, special teams. Take a look on the replay. No chance for the punter ever to get to that football. And then when he had a chance to get his hands on it, that was nearly picked up and scooped in for the score. Eagles now first down and goal to goal as the ball's down to the 6-yard line of the San Benito Greyhounds.
First down, goal to go, Eagles.
Single back in the backfield behind Diego Escobar. Before the snap, the whistle blows. Timeout called by San Benito. They'll talk it over. They were not expecting to be in a goal line stand after that exchange on the punt. Eagles had the football, banging on the door, trying to tie it up. Then we'll talk about taking the lead after this.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Back here, the Hanna Eagles offense on the field after the Greyhounds of San Benito called a timeout. First and goal from the 6 of the Greyhounds. Penalty on this play, running play inside the 5. Hard hitting by the Greyhounds, but motion says this is going to be against San Benito's defense. That should tax him. That is a penalty against San Benito's defense. So that moves the ball even closer, and it remains first down for Hanna. Escobar brings him up. Twin receivers right side. A single receiver out to the left-hand side for the Eagles. Single back in the backfield is Pena. Escobar waits on first and goal. Gonna throw over the middle. Caught! Touchdown Eagles on a strike to Ryan Trinidad. Quick pitch and catch, and watch Trinidad just run the route and hang on to the football for the score. Ties us up at 6 apiece. As a turnover leads to points for the Hanna Eagles. Trinidad will now become the holder on the extra point. Remember San Benito, when they scored, they went for a 2-point conversion. Hanna will be kicking. It's a crosswind to take the lead. The kick is away, and it is good. Hanna leads it 7-6. First quarter continues from San Benito after this on Rio Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club.
We are back here on Rio Sports from San Benito. And the Hanna Eagles, after taking the lead, will kick it off. Deep kick this time. Corbin will field it inside his 5. Brings it out. Looks for a block at the 10. Races out to the 20, 25. Up and over to the 33-yard line on the return by Jermaine Corbin.
Good return for Corbin.
On the return here, watch the replay. Had Corbin landed there, pretty sure he was going to get drilled on that return. First quarter action coming to you from San Benito. 7-6 ball game as the Greyhounds have it on a first down. Hernandez looks to throw, swings it right side. That ball is going to be dropped incomplete. Over there in the direction of Christian Alvarado.
Intended receiver Christian Alvarado, number 17, second and 10.
And a second down play. They'll hand it off this time on this sweep out across the 40. 45, midfield stripe on a carry that time by Christian Alvarado.
Number 17 on the carry.
Watch as the wall of blockers develop on the Jets sweep.
That'll be a Greyhound first down.
That's enough to move the chains for San Benito. First down play. Hernandez takes it. Hands it off. Running play, Castilleja. Bounces it right side. Drugged down as he got near the 46-yard line of the Hanna Eagles.
Positive yardage. Gain of about 6 yards.
And second down and 4 to go.
Number 21 for the Eagles.
For the Greyhounds. If you're just joining us, San Benito scored on the opening drive. Hanna took advantage of a miscue on a special team. Short field and scored. Kicked the extra point, and that's your difference in the game. That running play goes nowhere.
Gain of about a yard.
Elijah Hernandez
And 2.
might have got a yard on the play. Nonetheless, third down for San Benito. 3 receivers on the short side of the field to the right. Hernandez takes it. Castilleja on the carry. Here comes a penalty on this as he bounces it outside on the sideline. Plenty of room for a first down as he got to the 30, but now we'll sort out this penalty flag, which is in the vicinity of a hold against San Benito. It'll be worse than a hold. It'll be a chalk block. And that'll be a big penalty, as it would have been a first down for San Benito. And now it'll make it third and every bit of 17 yards, make it 18 yards to go. Got to get it to the Hanna 42 to get a first down. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera tonight, my friends, doing a great job as always. From San Benito, Hernandez takes a snap, rolls out to throw, pressured, gets away from one, gets away from another, 2 more there to greet him, ends up gaining 8. They'll blow the play dead.
Quarterback keeper.
9 yards shy of a first down. And the Greyhounds will bring in the punting team as the Eagle defense gets a second stop on the night. The Eagles should get good field position out of this. Last time it was a bad snap, this time a much better snap. Hernandez will get the kick away off a rugby-style punt. Takes a bounce at around the 30-yard line of the Hanna Eagles, rolls dead at the 29. Fuentes there to put a hand on it for the Greyhounds. And the Eagles will have it. Up 7-6 here in this first quarter of play.
At the 29.
More broadcasts coming your way on Rio Sports Live. We are all over the Rio Grande Valley tonight and the Coastal Bend. If you can't find your game, keep searching because there's a lot of them on right now. We made the transition once again from volleyball into football on a Friday night. Can't wait till we try to figure out from basketball to volleyball to football on Fridays, but that's coming in November. First down play for Escobar. Hands it off. It's off the right side, out across the 30 to about the 32. So good enough for 4 yards on a carry by Pena. 2nd and 6 for Hanna. San Benito's offense certainly with the big plays thus far in this game. Off the offensive sets. Hanna's score came after the punt went over the punter's head and it was recovered at the 6 of the Greyhounds. A penalty allowed them to have a 1st and goal from inside the 3, and they punched it in from there. Eagles on 2nd down and 6. Escobar, long count, went down to 0. They didn't throw a penalty flag. He's going to keep it, will not gain any yards, and they're fortunate they didn't get flagged on that play. That play clock was all the way down to 0 before he got his hands on the ball. 3rd down for the Eagles. They'll need to achieve their own 39 to get a first down as the ball is back at their 32.5 or 31.5. So a lot of real estate to gain here by the Eagles in order to attain a first down. Escobar keeps Pena back there in the backfield on 3rd and long. Play clock down to 2. They'll have to burn a timeout. He looked at the sideline with 3 on the play clock. His coach said, if you're looking at me, come on over, let's talk. On the timeout, Eagles lead this one 7-6. We'll be back with more after this.
For a lifetime.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
After the timeout was called by the Hanna Eagles, they're facing a 3rd down and along 6, call it 7 yards to go. Escobar takes a snap, drops back, here comes pressure, steps up, hit, down he goes. Greyhound defense all over him, no chance for him to look downfield.
Number 6, down by number 2. Aaron Reyes.
And that'll force the Hanna Eagles to punt it once again.
Situation now for the Eagles.
Quickly played first quarter here. Under a minute to go already. Fans watching on our social media, share the link on our Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Please help us get the numbers up that help us do what we're doing here on Rio Sports Live. Punt formation before the snap, the whistles blow. They'll blow that dead. 5 more yards against the Eagles. We'll push them back. Fuentes back, stands at his 33 for the Hounds. He should get good field position to start the drive. It's a high, short punt this time. Away from the return man, takes an Eagle bounce, and will roll dead at the Greyhound 36. San Benito will take over.
At about the 36-yard line.
Here in the first quarter, they led 6-0. The Eagles answered that with a touchdown and an extra point. That's your score thus far in this contest. And so San Benito's offense will be on the field, looking for a big play here. Elijah Hernandez sets him down on 1st down. Swings a pass over the middle. Quick pitch and catch. Short yardage gained on a completion to Alvarado. Gains 5 on the play. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Our score, 7-6. Hanna leads San Benito. And we'll be back with more right after this.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
First play of the second quarter. Hernandez wants a bundle down the right sideline, and it's an incomplete pass. Corbin on a go route down that right sideline. An incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. We're going to check our other streams. I got a lot of fans asking about the Mission game. We'll see what's going on there, and the Lyford game. See if Rudy can take a look and see if those games are on. We got crews all over the place tonight. 3rd down play for San Benito. This will be a jet sweep to the right-hand side. That's going to be close to first down yardage on a carry by Alvarado. Brought down, the indication is he's about a half a yard short.
Number 17. 4th and inches now for the Hounds.
And so 4th down, the Hounds will leave the offense on the field. For the snap, the whistle blows. Official timeout. Greyhounds want to talk it over. Did they burn their second timeout? Kind of looked like they did. They haven't taken it off the scoreboard. They're going to measure. So we'll take a look as the chain gang comes out to measure this. Fans asking if we'll be showing the bands. Yes, we will, but from the visitor side,
Everybody clap your hands.
you'll hear the bands, you'll see the bands, but they won't be facing you.
Come on now.
But nonetheless, we'll keep our cameras rolling at halftime. Like I said, the atmosphere of these games during an earlier broadcast last week, I was like, it's good to see cheerleaders out there when they show up. It's good to see bands, and so if they're participating, we're trying to showcase them just as much as we are the athletes. Because they too are just hoping to participate in extracurricular activities at all on this year. Hernandez on a 4th and an inch for the Greyhounds. Wants to throw, gonna run, get a first down. Forced out of bounds, but only needed about 5 inches. Gained 2 yards, and that'll be a first down as the chains will move for San Benito. Greyhounds own the biggest part of real estate gained in this game, as their offense has been on the field for much more than has the Hanna Eagle offense. But trailing by a 1 as Hernandez takes the snap. Drops back to throw, swings a pass, it's tipped and incomplete. Getting his mitts on that one was Manrique Cantu, a sophomore defensive lineman for the Eagles.
At halftime.
And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for San Benito. Empty backfield now for Hernandez. 3 receivers right, 2 out to the left-hand side on this 2nd down play. Hernandez looks right all the way, picked off by the Eagles. 50, 45-yard line. Interception, defensive play made by the Hanna Eagles. You talk about jumping a route. Watch on the replay as the Eagles stepping up to make that play and handing the ball off to the offense in Greyhound territory at their 44. Appreciation again to all the advertisers being part of Rio Sports Live, including the San Benito EDC. Once the city starts having more events, we'll be showcasing those for you on a promotional side. The EDC, one of the sponsors that assist us in being able to cover games. Like I said when I ran my test here on our post, there is no charge for Rio Sports Live to broadcast our games. I see all of these schools that are using all the hired hands still, paying a lot of individuals out here to broadcast games. We're doing it free of charge, and therefore the sponsorship that kicks in from the various entities has certainly assisted us. Pass play for the Eagles. Right side, that's going to be a short gain on a completion to Trinidad. Now they'll say it's incomplete. So 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
3rd down and 10.
Hanna trying to capitalize off that turnover on the interception, but now San Benito's defense can make a statement and get off the field with no harm done. Ball at the 44 of San Benito. Escobar sets him down. Receivers either side of the field on this third down play. Long count. Play clock got down to 0 again. He just took the snap in time. Steps up. Now going to run. Down to about the 36. That's short of first down yardage by about 2 yards. And again, that play clock and quarterback Diego Escobar are on 2 different caters, as that is just, it's been showing 0 just as the ball is getting near his hands. Fourth down play, the Eagles appear to be going for it. Greyhounds bunching up at the line of scrimmage. Under center, Escobar takes a snap, hands it off, right-hand side. That's enough for a first down across the 30-yard line. On fourth down, the Eagles convert. Strong carry again by Pena, and watch the surge. Eagles were watching as the Greyhounds bunch that up, and that's just strong running by Pena to get through the initial would-be tackler. New set of downs for Hanna, and so they still have a chance to capitalize off the turnover and build on what is a 1-point lead. Escobar sets him down. On this first down play, hands it off up the middle. Pena got a couple, that's about it.
Number 20.
And that'll bring up second down and 9. Clock running with 9:10 to go here in the first half. You can hear the Greyhound band playing in the background. Again, I just thoroughly enjoy when we have some atmosphere in these games. Eagles on second down. Escobar sets him down with 2 receivers left. Single receiver right-hand side. Going to keep it. Rolls out, looking. Now going to run. Hit, down he goes. He might have gained a yard. Now San Benito saying they stripped the ball loose. No indication yet. We'll take a look at the officials. They're saying the Hounds may have got it. And they do. See if they see that on that. Escobar on the keeper, going for the extra yards on the play. And San Benito able to strip the ball out of his hands. So each team with a turnover here on consecutive possessions. First down play for Hernandez. Hands the ball off, running play up the middle. That's yardage in the secondary, out across the 40. It's a 12-yard gain by Castilla. He nearly broke that one to the house.
First down. Number 28.
Again, San Benito controlling as far as the total yards gained. Wide margin against Hanna here in this first half. That's a fumble. Hernandez is able to get back on it and retain possession for San Benito, but it's a loss of 4. First down and 14 now coming up. High school volleyball tomorrow on the broadcast. Did we get the Eagle game up? And the Lyford game. We're good to go. 8 minutes on the clock here from San Benito. Hernandez rolls out. Delivers a ball in the flats. It's caught. First down yardage after the catch. Justin Martinez on the catch. San Benito moves into Hanna territory.
Justin Martinez with the
Share the link, share the link. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. It really does help on what we're trying to accomplish here when we're broadcasting games at no charge. Hernandez with an empty backfield on first down. Waits, looks for a deep ball over the middle. Got a man down there, caught inside the 15-yard line.
Number 17.
Alvarado again, and watch this catch. You got to lay out completely for Alvarado.
Eagles territory. The Greyhounds.
And San Benito moves the chains deeper into Eagle territory. It's a red zone possession. at the 13. Hernandez on a long count. Sends a man in motion. Will hand it off on a jet sweep to the right-hand side. Stepping inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. On a carry that time by Rodney Rodriguez.
That's number 24. Number 24 is the ball carrier.
And that's close to first down yardage. And it is. It'll be first and goal for San Benito. Hernandez has him up to the line in a hurry. Hands it off. Castilleja got down to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown for San Benito. Castilleja, watch this, after he got hit, and he wasn't in just yet. Ran through that tackler, and then, wait for the indication, 6 points on the board for San Benito. And they go up 12-7 here in the first half. Extra point coming up, and they'll look for a traditional kick. Hernandez, the holder for the Hounds. Good snap, ball down, kick up, long, high, and good. San Benito, 13. Hanna, 7. This is Rio Sports Live.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the game.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the Hanna Eagles on the kick return. One man to beat, that's the kicker. Down the left sideline, 30-yard line, big return for the Eagles.
Number 12 with a good return into Greyhound territory. The Eagles.
That was nearly taken to the house for San Benito. Again, thanks for tuning in, watching on Facebook. Share the link if you will, and also give me a shout out where you're watching the game from. I'm checking in on the Facebook side of things right now. Always neat to see how far the reach is out there for fans that are tuning in. First down play for Hanna's Eagles. Swing it right-hand side. Short gain on the play.
Down by the Greyhounds.
So special teams right now have made the difference for Hanna. It was a bad snap over the punter's head by San Benito that allowed Hanna to have a first and goal situation that led to their only touchdown. And now here after a kick return, they've got a good chance at putting points on the board against San Benito. Ball at the 26 on 2nd and 9. Whistle blows. There's a penalty flag. Reminding you the band will be performing here at halftime. We'll keep our cameras rolling. Even if I go split screen, we'll keep the cameras rolling on the band. I know I'll keep the cameras rolling during any dance routines, but because of the way that YouTube and Facebook works on the copyright of music, and I've been studying that, even if we were to go get the copyrights for that, there's extra paperwork, and they could still flag you and then come back and say, oh, our bad. And we'll correct that. Escobar hands it off. Pena hit, got back to the 30, but that's it.
Short gain.
Two guys were there. One of the guys in on the mix was Joseph Herrera. Listed as a linebacker for San Benito. Loss of one. It's third down. This drive going backward.
To the whole world, right here from Bobby Morrow Stadium by KSBG Livestream.com.
3rd and 16. 5:07 to go here. In this first half. Eagles, Diego Escobar waits. Play clock got down to 0 again. Drops back to throw. Rushing right-hand side. Takes on a tackler. Got down to the 25. Coming up to make the hit was John Castro, a defensive back.
Quarterback keeper. John Castro, number 3.
Short of first down yardage, and now it's 4th down. They'll mark him down at the original line of scrimmage, so it's 4th and 10 for Hanna. Diego Escobar, the senior signal caller, lines up to go for it. Play clock is down to 3. Takes a snap, drops back, looks. Ball is knocked out of his hands. That's a loose ball and recovered by San Benito. Coming up with the football is Zachary Galvan. And you could see pressure coming on the replay as Escobar, just about the time was going to deliver the ball. That was knocked out of his hands, a clean fumble. And so San Benito's defense makes a play. There is a penalty on that play. Flag's still laying down there at about the 41-yard line.
1st and 10, Greyhounds.
Somebody dropped that. Official walking over said, hey, that's mine. First down play. Hernandez slings it right-hand side. Castilleja catches on a screen play. Gets out across the 46-yard line. That's good enough for 16 yards.
Number 20, Kylie Castilleja moves the sticks one more time for your Hounds.
And San Benito has it 1st and 10. We've had some turnovers here in the first half. Hanna just missed on a chance to capitalize off of one of those, or actually on a big kick return on that play. Hernandez hands it off. Castilleja this time is hit hard as he got to the 45. Might have gained a yard on the play. Fans again tuning in. If you're watching on our social media, on our Facebook, give me a shout out where you're watching the game from so I can see just how far the reach is. Watching from Austin, give a shout out in that direction to Rosie Zapata. Jessica Aguilar Ibarra watching from San Antonio. Greyhounds looking for a deep ball downfield. It's broken up. And Corbin was a blink of an eye for taking that one to the house. Brings up 3rd and 10. That time the defender's shaken up on the play. Watching from Nashville, Tennessee, give a shout in that direction. Thank you for tuning in. Edgar Zertuche was the defender on that play. Step for step back there to knock that ball out of the hands of Corbin. Otherwise, that was 6 points on the board for San Benito. Timeout on the field. Anthony Garcia watching in Midland, Texas. Maria Renteria watching in Nashville, Tennessee. And Jessica Aguilar Ibarra watching in San Antonio. Thanks for tuning in. This is Real Sports Live from San Benito on a Friday night. We'll be back after this.
When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand.
An increase of 100.
Back here after the timeout, they're watching from New Braunfels, Texas. Ray Ramirez, Enzo Donache from Phoenix, Arizona. Gallup, New Mexico, Jorge Morgado. Fans watching from San Benito, Carlos Garcia, thanks for tuning in. In Washington, D.C., Brandon Jackson tuning in to our broadcast tonight. Like I said, it's neat to see just how far the reach is. Our fans are tuning into our games here on Rio Sports Live. 5 million views this month already and counting as we are moving in an upward direction. There's a fumble on the snap. Hernandez is able to get back on it. It's one of those recipes for disaster. You call the timeout. Coming out of that, you get a fumble.
Fourth down situation, correction.
Well, we got the viewer watching from Washington, D.C. Let's go across country to Compton, California, tuning in. From Pasadena, Texas, also tuning in to our broadcast tonight. Give a shout out in that direction to Leito Limon. Fort Worth, Texas, Orlando Ortega, thanks for tuning in. San Benito football, fourth down, and they're going to let the play clock run down to 0 and burn a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Again, one of the reasons we're able to do what we do are the advertisers you see on our screen. We need a bunch more to do the games we're committed to. But if nothing else, take note of who this is and tell them thank you at some point in time for helping us bring you live coverage. Thanks for tuning in from Houston, Texas. Byron Payton, from Rosianne Izagari and Corpus Christi. Milford, Kansas, Carlo Acosta. San Antonio tuning in again. We'll be back with more after this.
COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, punt formation for San Benito. Out of the timeout is a fumble snap. Kicker gets to it, gets it away. It's a nice kick out of that, which was near a disaster. Takes a roll inside the 10, down to about the 5-yard line. You talk about flipping the field. That went from a fumbled snap
deep into Eagles territory
to a ball that rolls dead at the 5. Thanks for tuning in, watching from Mexico, also watching from Alaska. Kingsville, Texas, tuning in. Harlingen, Texas, also tuning in. Thanks to all the fans who have assisted us in supporting Rio Sports Live. We had some real sponsorship going, momentum back in March as we were carrying through into basketball season and to the softball and baseball part of the broadcast when COVID-19 hit. Pass play right side, that's going to be caught by the Eagles. What a catch out there at the 35. That's Trinidad again, and look at this, stretching out. Looked like it was overthrown, but Trinidad makes up the ground and makes the catch for the Hanna Eagles. Watching from Chicago, watching from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hey, Anthony Camacho, thanks for tuning in. Ernesto Calvedo watching, also watching from Mercedes. Handoff by the Eagles out across the about the 38-yard line. That'll be short yards gain, bringing up 2nd and 8. If you're looking ahead to the second half, which with 1:42 left here in this first half, you do. Hanna will get the ball to start the second half of play. Melissa Rodriguez tuning in from Colorado Springs. They're also watching in Alabama. Jesse Kirkland, thanks for tuning in. Pass play over the middle. Trinidad incomplete.
Pass incomplete, intended to number 12.
Had Trinidad caught that, Michael Bonda was going to lay him out, my friends. Bonded checked up just a bit. There was still a bit of a collision, but that would have been a major league hit delivered. And Trinidad made that catch. Third down play. Running play, left side to Pena. Stretches forward, short of first down yardage by about 3 yards as he brought down there.
After the performance of the Bells and the band.
Eagles appear to be going for it. Under a minute left here in the first half. Would you dare give San Benito the football this deep in your own territory? Kind of doubt it. They're letting this game, or the play clock, run down. Now they'll blow it dead and call a timeout. San Benito called the timeout. They do want the ball back for one more play. Thanks for tuning in from Dallas, Texas. David Bizana watching there. And Fort Worth, Texas. Sofema Huerta checking in. Thanks for the appreciation on the camera work. Henzo Dinache. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. doing another terrific job. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have?
Back here after the timeout. Hanna Eagles will bring in the punting team, and they'll get the kick away. A high kick, another nice punt by the Eagle punter. They'll get away from it. It takes a San Benito bounce out across the 36. And with 30 seconds remaining in the first half, San Benito will have the offense on the field. Watching from Glencoe, Minnesota. Send a shout out to fans there, and to Sinaloa, Mexico also tuning in. Thanks for watching our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. Sofema Huerta watching from Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks for tuning in. Greyhounds up to the line, leading by 13-7. Again, they'll have to kick the ball to start the second half. So trying for some magic here. Pass play right side, a short pass completion. Now yards after the catch. Out across the 47. Short of first down yardage as Corbin makes the catch.
Close to a first down.
It's enough for a, well, I thought it was enough for a first down. It's not, so they'll start the clock back up. Hernandez now before the snap. Here comes penalty flags. Actually stopped the clock there for a while as the chain gang was in a bit of a confused state as to whether or not that was a first down or not. It was that close on that first down completion. I'm going to give a shout out to King Cuts Barbershop. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to give you the free plug there on the advertisement. Again, fans, I say it 100%. We do not charge schools, do not charge fans to watch these games. We are looking for advertisers on a regular basis, trying to cover, count this, 68 different schools that we're trying to cover the home games for. So we are needing sponsorship in a big way. I don't mind promoting someone on the comments on the Facebook. So King Cuts in San Benito, kudos to you for putting a little mini ad out there. Reach out to me about maybe advertising on a regular basis. See if we can help you out. Hernandez looks to throw, rushed out of the pocket. This will be the final play of the half. He's going to run. Got a block, now reverses field, got some room. Right side, needs 2 more blocks. Stays on his feet inside the 35, down to the 30 to the 25, and that's the end of the half.
Nice run.
Elijah Hernandez made it exciting. On the final play, there are no penalty flags on the play. They'll separate the two teams. They haven't indicated that it is halftime just yet. I don't see any penalty flags, though. Now we'll wait and see. There is a penalty flag down there around the 24-yard line. If this is against Hanna, then the half will not have come to an end yet, because it can't end on a defensive penalty. And so San Benito may have one more chance here, although the Hanna Eagles are fully convinced this is against San Benito. It's after the play. That's what happened.
On Hanna, and that's sportsmanlike conduct on San Benito.
So that'll be unsportsmanlike penalties on either team, which means they'll be offsetting, so the half will come to an end. 13-7 is your score. Welcome again to our halftime show. I'm Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. You see on the screen there as you're watching, all of those slates on the right-hand side are spots where I could put advertisers. Right now, those are just some of the people that advertise with me back before COVID-19. Those are all open spots. If you're a business, if you know a business that wants to get their name out there, reach out to me on Rio Sports Live. I'm going to run a split-screen ad. You'll see the camera rolling. Band will perform. We will be back with the band performance and more at halftime on Rio Sports Live.
Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close.
Of wanting
To making history.
this close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston.
The entire team had been invited to participate in the 2020 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. The parade has been canceled, but the invitation still stands for next year's parade. This week's Bells of the Week are sophomore Sarah Montes, senior Brianna Barrientos, and junior officer Emily Cardenas. Now, after numerous hours of virtual practice and limited interaction, the San Benito Bells have prepared their first 2020 season halftime performance to the song of Another One Bites Dust. Bells, take it away.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go to a split screen because of YouTube and Facebook won't let this music play.
Vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Celebration with arrangements with the popular songs Hand Clap and Feel It Still. Now, under the direction of drum majors Ismael Serra, Joel Silva, and Gabriel Pinon. San Benito, put your hands together and help me welcome the award-winning tradition of the mighty Greyhound Marching Band. and gentlemen, let's give our students a standing ovation for their hard work that they have done the past couple of weeks. Our bells, our cheerleaders, our band, and the staff of all the students. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Greyhound Pride.
And again, a round of applause for the Greyhound Marching Band as they were able to perform here at halftime of the only home game on the regular season.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our halftime performances this evening. We invite you to
As they march off the field, our score is 13-7. And let's run down some first half highlights of this evening's action. 13-7. Greyhounds lead. This is how it happened in the first half. It's a throw, fakes it, now going to run. Has some room, bounces to the outside, turns the corner. 35, got a block at the 30. 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Greyhounds. After a short gain. Second down play, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, end zone, caught, touchdown Greyhounds on a strike to Jermaine Corbin. This time they'll overload that side for the Hanna Eagles. Escobar sees a three-man front coming. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up, drives a pass in the secondary, nearly picked off. Incomplete pass. That was nearly gift wrapped for the Eagles. And it's a bad snap. Punter trying to get to it. Can't. Ball picked up by the Eagles inside the 5. Big play. Waits on first and goal. Gonna throw over the middle. Caught. Touchdown Eagles on a strike to Ryan Trinidad. Fielded inside his 5. Brings it out. Looks for a block at the 10. Races out to the 20. 25. Up and over to the 33-yard line on the return by Jermaine Corbin. And a second down play. They'll hand it off this time on this sweep out across the 40. 45 midfield stripe on a carry that time by Christian Alvarado. Empty backfield now for Hernandez. 3 receivers right, 2 out to the left-hand side on this second down play. Hernandez looks right all the way. Picked off by the Eagles. 50, 45-yard line. Interception, defensive play made by the Hanna Eagles. Under center, Escobar takes a snap, hands it off right-hand side. That's enough for a first down across the 30-yard line. On fourth down, the Eagles convert. Benito saying they stripped the ball loose. No indication yet. We'll take a look at the officials. They're saying the Hounds may have got it. And they do. Backfield on first down. Waits, looks for a deep ball over the middle. Got a man down there. Caught inside the 15-yard line.
Number 17.
Goal for San Benito. Hernandez has him up to the line in a hurry. Hands it off. Castilleja got down to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
Atmosphere before or after the game.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the Hanna Eagles on the kick return. One man to beat. That's the kicker. Down the left sideline, 30-yard line. Big return for the Eagles. Diego Escobar, the senior signal caller, lines up to go for it. Play clock is down to 3. Takes a snap. Drops back. Looks. Ball is knocked out of his hands. That's a loose ball and recovered by San Benito. Basketball season and the softball and baseball part of the broadcast when COVID-19 hit. Pass play right side. That's going to be caught by the Eagles. What a catch out there at the 35.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Wants to throw. And again, that's just your halftime highlights here of this ball game. Some of the big plays that got us to our score that you see on the scoreboard right now. 13-7. The band has left the field, and there is no visiting band tonight, so Hanna was unable to perform. So we've got another lull in the action as we await the arrival of the teams here on the field. And this has been the norm in high school football this year, and that we go through these empty field situations where there's really not much going on. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll get you close to the second half. We got additional broadcasts going on tonight. And also, I want to give a shout-out in the direction of all the fans who are tuning in on our Facebook side. We went over 30,000 likes tonight as we ballooned up another couple hundred likes during this broadcast. I can't appreciate you guys enough. It was October in 2017 that my wife and I said we're going to do this after some trials and tribulations with some other entities that tried to take it out from under us. We sustained the effort and maintained the gas pedal on a forward motion. And now 30,000 likes later, I do appreciate each and every one of those fans that are tuning in on our YouTube channel. As we have got more and more subscriptions on our YouTube, I give a shout out in each direction of all the fans who are tuning in to our broadcast, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing us to do what we're doing. As we are showcasing tonight, I know it's 28 different games on Rio Sports Live. We've come a long way since October of 2017. And what is the ceiling? I'm not sure, but I know I've got a terrific crew that's around me now that are all dedicated to helping us grow. And we'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Gosling, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And the Eagles, the first team to arrive back on the scene as we get closer to the second half. And again, they're recognizing all of the bells on the big scoreboard here at San Benito. Do a terrific job here of San Benito, of the production side of entertaining the fans, whether it be during the pregame show or at halftime. Officials back on the scene. All that's left to do is count down 2:49 and wait for the Greyhounds, and then we'll have the second half. 13-7 your score. Greyhounds will be kicking off to the Hanna Eagles, and the second half will begin after this.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close.
Of wanting
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here as the clock is counted off the halftime festivities. Both teams have arrived back on the scene, and we are getting set for the second half to begin here from Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito, Texas, on a Friday night here on Rio Sports Live. Live coverage coming your way on our social media sites, on Facebook, on YouTube, on our Twitter channel as well. As we get set for the second half, take a look at what adjustments have been made on these two teams' drawing boards, and we'll see if they can execute on the playing field and make the difference in the win or the loss. And I always say it when I'm broadcasting games that locker rooms become a much more amplified place and much more attention is paid when the head coach can look straight in the eyes of his players and say, you can win this football game. And realistically, both teams went into halftime locker room thinking we can win this game as we start this second half. So this should be some entertaining stuff coming up. Fans tuning in again, I appreciate everyone joining in. If you're watching on our Facebook, I'm going to ask you again, like, follow our page, help us get the numbers up there. When advertisers talk to us, that's the first thing they ask. What are your numbers? What are your numbers? What are your numbers? It used to be I'd get a few sponsors, and then I started talking on an advertising side of things. And then when you start talking to the tune of how many million minutes viewed you can get in a month, then they start asking, what are your numbers? And it's the most easiest number I can give them is, here's our followers, here's our likes. Hanna returns the opening kickoff of the second half out to the 35, and that's where the Eagles will set up shop to start this third quarter of play in San Benito. Bobby Morrow Stadium. The wind is still blowing. It's coming straight across the field from the Eagles side of the field over to the San Benito side. So there is no advantage either side up and down as far as the wind is concerned. On this plays. Back at quarterback, Diego Escobar is ready on a first down play. First play from scrimmage in the third quarter. Escobar calls his own number, dives out across the 40-yard line. That's a strong 5-yard carry. There hasn't been a lot available as far as yards gained on the offensive end for the Eagles. Their lone score was as a result of a miscue on a snap that went over the punter's head.
6 yards to go for a first down.
They have got some first downs. They've completed some passes. Running game has been limited. Chris Pena has earned every yard he's attained thus far in the game. 2nd and 5. Pass play over the middle. Caught. Nice catch. Yards after the catch. Into the secondary. Down to the 42 of the Greyhounds. Ethan Pena. And you watch how Escobar just drills this into the spot. Pena made a good adjustment to catch that. Took on the defenders, but was deep in the secondary on the completed pass for the Hanna Eagles. Mark it down to the Eagle for the Greyhound 42. Escobar brings him up. Twin receivers left, single receiver right. Defense shifting, and here comes the penalty flags raining in, and that defensive shift may have drawn the offense off sides. Will be a penalty against San Benito. We're in the third quarter here from San Benito, Texas on a Friday night. My travels today, where did I go today? I started in Port Mansfield, went to Corpus, went to Falfurrias, went to Edinburgh, went to Donna, went to La Feria, Los Fresnos, and here. Running play that time to Pena, and I made a pit stop in Harlingen, or we thought we were going to have volleyball tonight for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. We got in the gym with our equipment, and the team was in there practicing. They're like, hey, wait a minute, our game got canceled tonight. We'll be playing tomorrow, and therefore we'll be broadcasting tomorrow from there, as well as many other venues on the volleyball side, as that's where we are the difference maker in what we do on Rio Sports Live. We flip the switch when the sport changes. Escobar passes, delivers it to his tight end. Wrapped up, a nice open field tackle that time by San Benito Greyhounds.
Making the tackle, Michael Banda, number 8.
Michael Banda in the open field makes the stop. So 3rd and 10 coming up now for the Hanna Eagles. Diego Escobar lines him up. Shifting on the line again. They should have thrown a flag there. They haven't yet. Here's a snap. Escobar going to keep it. A lot of real estate. Going to get a first down. They caught the defense off guard. They were lobbying for a penalty flag, and Escobar's like, snap me the ball. I can do something with it. And watch, you'll see the defenders are all kind of standing there wanting a penalty thrown, and Escobar's like, nope. And look at the real estate he has in front of him. First down for Hanna at the San Benito 29-yard line. Escobar with a new set of downs on first down. Hands it off to Pena, racing to the outside. Hit, wrapped up, taken down. First guy there was Mauricio Padilla. Bonda turned him upfield. Bonda out there on the outside. Also out there was John Castro to make sure that didn't go wide. I like how Pena hits those holes, though. He is on full steam ahead when he turns his shoulders and squares them upfield. So if you don't wrap him up, he could be gone. Thus far, the Greyhounds have done a terrific job of containing him. 3 receivers to the left-hand side of the screen here. And they'll look that way all the way, looking down the sideline, and it's intercepted by the Greyhounds at the 10. Picked off by Yahir Reyes. It looked like, I'll let you watch it here. Looks like Trinidad was going to get this. And that's help from the safety for the pick. And San Benito will take over at their own 10-yard line. First down play now for the Greyhounds as their offense is on the field for the first time in the second half. Elijah Hernandez has run the show throughout. And he's ready to go on this first down play. Hands it off to Castilleja, hit by one man, gets away from another. Now he's going to gain some yards out of this and gain a bunch more down the sideline. That's a first down. Great second and third effort. And watch this, Castilleja was hit there, hit there, hit there, and finally brought down. Not before he rattles off 15 yards. This time Hernandez calls his own number. Tries that left side as well. Got to the 30-yard line. Hit hard there. It's a good 5-yard gain, though, for the San Benito Greyhound quarterback.
Second and 5.
Third quarter here tonight. First quarter was played in the blink of an eye. Second quarter pretty quick, too, on this 7 o'clock kickoff. This is Castilleja again. This time he's going to be hit and taken down after a gain amount of a yard. And they're on the stop for the Eagles.
Tyler Castilleja, ball carrier. Short gain, third down.
Front line defense making the play. Castilleja is on the backfield. Hernandez gets him to jump offside. This is a free ball or free play. Pass is incomplete. They never blew the play dead. And if it's against Hanna, which I believe it is, it'll be a 5-yard penalty and it should be enough for a first down. That's the call. And so the chains will move for San Benito's Greyhounds. This drive started at their own 10. It's now out beyond the 35. Hernandez on a read, hands it off. Castilleja fights forward to the 42-yard line. Look at that helmet come flying off there. And that'll result in penalty flags. Two players got tangled up behind the play. I'm not going to show that because it was extracurricular. They stopped the play after a 7-yard gain. They'll be talking about what they want to do here. They did throw a penalty as a helmet was actually off of a player and on the field. A lengthy discussion by the officials. This is one of those where they'll First, talk to coaches, talk to themselves, and here comes a call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 73. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 50.
And they call offsetting penalties. And that gets a big groan on the visitor side for certain. The Hanna Eagles were just convinced that that was straight up against the Greyhounds. Offsetting penalties, and so the down will stand as a 5-yard gain for Castilleja. 2nd and 5 for San Benito. We're back to action. Hernandez with an empty backfield behind him, wants to throw, delivers a pass, short completion. Stepping out of bounds near first down territory.
By number 24, Rodney Rodriguez.
Rodriguez on the catch.
Third down.
It is short of first down yardage. So 3rd and 1 for San Benito. Hernandez will keep it and get a first down. Turns a corner, bumped out of bounds at the midfield stripe. 5-yard gain, that's enough for a first down though. And the chains will move for San Benito. Third quarter started with Hanna getting the kickoff. Marched the ball downfield, and then an interception at the 10-yard line. Gave it to San Benito, and thus far they're to the midfield stripe on their first drive of the second half. Hernandez again calls his own number, hit after he gains a couple. Good job of reading that on the defensive side by the Hanna Eagles. 2nd down and 8 coming up for San Benito. 3 receivers on the right-hand side this time for Hernandez. Castilleja in the backfield, shifts over to the right side. Or is that Castilleja? It's not. Hernandez looks to throw. Rushed out of the pocket, got a great block. Then he's taken off his feet at the line of scrimmage. Big hit delivered that time by Alfredo Villarreal. Now the whistle blows. They looked up at the clock. And it's 3rd and 9 for the Greyhounds of San Benito. Hernandez drops back to throw. Deep drop. Now he swings a pass right side. Caught. Down he goes. A huge hit delivered by the Eagles. Making the play in the open field, Ernesto Gomez. Had he not stayed home, this would have been big yardage. Gomez not fooled a bit. And so the punt team comes on the field for San Benito. This hasn't been automatic. One snap over the head, one snap rolled back there. Eagles stand back inside their 20 on the return side of this. Snap is a high one. Punter gets to it, gets a kick away. Axel Rivera takes a bounce. It's fielded by the Eagles out across the 30-yard line to the 35. And that's where San Benito will take over, or check that, Hanna will take over. With 4:17 left here in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's
back here, thanks to Chewy's Custom Sports for being one of our sponsors. At least he was last year. There's a huge hit delivered. As that time, the Hanna Eagle quarterback Escobar said, "I'll take on the tackler," and pushed him back for a 5-yard gain. Get it. 13-7 your score. San Benito, that was your halftime score as the Greyhounds led. Escobar on second down for the Eagles. Hands it off, it's Pena, gets in the secondary. Got a first down as he gets to the 49-yard line. And again, you can see when he gets running, if you don't get a hand on him quick,
in on the tackle, number 3.
he'll be taken down.
And Zachary Galvan, number 44.
He's a blink of an eye from breaking it every time he touches the ball. Escobar with a new set of downs for the Eagles. 2 receivers right, single receiver left-hand side for Escobar. Pena again. Got into San Benito territory at the 49. That's a strong 3.5 on the carry.
Number 20, up the middle. Gain of about 2 yards.
Mark him down right at the midfield stripe.
94, Arturo Hernandez in on the tackle.
So second down for the Eagles. Trinidad in the ball game. You always have to be wary of where he's going. He'll split out wide right. Joining him out there is Josh Vela. Escobar fakes the pass, now delivers, incomplete. He was hit as he released that ball. Pressure coming in that time. Aaron Reyes was right there. And it stops the clock and brings up third down. And 7 yards to go for the Hanna Eagles. Broadcasting tonight in Los Fresnos, in Brownsville, in San Benito, in La Feria, in Donna. We were in Brownsville for St. Joseph earlier. Tonight we're in Edinburgh. Tonight we're in Mission. Here's a screen pass. It's Pena. Gets away from a tackler. Down the sideline. Pena on his horse. Big gain for the Eagles. First down. Watch and see after he catches this ball. He had to elude one tackler there. Now look at him look for somebody to hit. He wasn't looking to go out of bounds. That's for certain. Eagles to the San Benito 34. Greyhounds defense has been stingy on the night. Right here's where they start standing tall thus far in this contest. Escobar, a high snap. Keeps it, hit, down he goes. Lost 4 on the play. Right there on the spot, Jorge Morgado. Escobar, just a nice job of just getting his hands on the ball. Morgado was right there. Makes it second and long. Like I said, this is about the spot where it's become extremely difficult for Hanna to move the ball against this San Benito defense. A minute 33 and counting here in the third. They'll line up with a 3-receiver set on the left-hand side. Ethan Pena out there with Trinidad. Looking to throw. Buying some time, now delivering a ball out of bounds, incomplete. Escobar had no one open. Trinidad was down there, also Josh Vela was there. But the incomplete pass brings up third and long. Eagles have converted once on third down and long here on this drive. Get a play from the sideline. Boy, normally you'd be looking at these teams and they'd have several games under their belt. These coaches have done a masterful job of getting both these teams prepared to play under the conditions that they've been dealt this year. Looking to throw, that's a short pass, nearly caught.
Pass incomplete. throw whistle number 10.
Had Vela caught that, he was going to be hit. Might have gained a couple yards. And it brings up 4th down for the Eagles of Hanna. Last time down, they were picked off at the 10-yard line of the Greyhounds. And on 4th and 13, Escobar tries to draw him offside, nothing doing. Play clock down to 11. He'll drop back into a punt formation. They'll play field position out of this. Kicks it, looking for the corner. It sails in the end zone. And so San Benito will take over as the defense bends but doesn't break, protects the lead, hands the ball over to the offense, and the Greyhounds will have it after this.
San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is up.
Greyhounds quickly run a play. Hernandez looks for a bundle. Picked off by the Eagles. Inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Stepping in front of that was Anthony Ambriz. And watch as this one develops.
Pass intercepted by number 23 of the Eagles.
And in the blink of an eye, the Hanna offense returns to the field. The Greyhound 25. Escobar, new life for this Eagle team. Waits for the first down snap. New ball carrier this time, as that's going to be Brandon Robles. He goes nowhere. Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Mauricio Padilla again on the stop. Loss on the play of 3, 2nd and 13 for the Hanna Eagles. And the Eagles may be content, well, they can't run it out to get us to the 4th quarter. Play clock's at 15, game clock at 21. They haven't been in a lot of hurry-up situations on the night. Off a read, pass over the middle, incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Ethan Pena, the intended receiver, had his hands on it, just couldn't hang on. 3rd down and 13 coming up, this off the turnover. Eagles have had a couple of picks in this game now. First one didn't produce.
3rd down.
Now trying to produce something here. Down by 6 points in the 3rd quarter. 10 seconds left. New play from the sidelines for Diego Escobar. 3 receivers right side. Manny Gonzalez out there with Trinidad on the wide right. Looking right all the way. Underneath to the tight end. Play shut down as the Greyhounds were there. Tony Garcia was out there, and that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. From Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito, Texas, we head to the 4th with the Greyhounds on top of the Eagles, 13-7.
That's the end of the...
Back with more after this.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in.
Eagles on a pass play on fourth down. Will convert inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Hanna Eagles, Christian Alvarado, and that's how the fourth quarter begins. Take a look at the pass play, and you can see it. Alvarado took on the tackler and takes it to the house and ties us up at 13 apiece. They ran a quick snap, and the Eagles score the points. And now we'll look to take the lead for a second time on the night. High snap, they'll fake it. Looking to throw. Right side, picked off by the Greyhounds. This could produce points. Greyhounds down the sideline. Nobody might catch him. They run him out of bounds. Robert Trevino, watch on this replay. This is an extra point attempt, and Trevino needed one block right there, couldn't get it.
Ties the score, 13.
So the extra point is no good. All that for a no good conversion. Nothing decided here. We're tied at 13. Kickoff coming up. Greyhounds and Eagles on Rio Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and the Hanna Eagles will be kicking off. We've had a little bit of everything here tonight. Eagles and Greyhounds. Greyhounds scored first, led 6-0. Eagles answered that. Kicked an extra point, led 7-6. Greyhounds led 13-7 through 3. Fourth quarter, Eagles have tied it up. A short kickoff. That's a live football. Takes a bounce. Live in the ground. Who picked it up? Eagles got it. There's a penalty at the end of that. Hanna got the football. We'll sort out the penalty. Let's take a look at it. It's behind the initial wave. And now we'll sort out the penalty. It's after the play, a personal foul
On Benito, number 42.
against the Greyhounds.
First down.
And so Hanna will not only get the ball, but they're going to get yardage tacked on at the end of this. In Greyhound territory, all the way down to the 24-yard line. As they'll bring the offense on the field. 13-13 ball game. Fourth quarter, just 10 seconds old. And a pivotal spot in this ball game. Greyhound defense needs to make a play. Hanna trying to capitalize after recovering the kickoff. And they'll run it. Pena drags a man to the 20-yard line. Tackle made over there by San Benito's Joseph Herrera. He's been a busy linebacker here this evening for the Greyhounds.
Gain of 4.
Second and 6 as Pena is credited for a 4-yard gain. Ball squarely on the 20 on the right hash mark for the Eagles of Hanna. Escobar and company. In good shape here on 2nd and 6. Pena again. Hit, slides through a tackle, got down to near the 16-yard line.
Number 20 gets the call for the Eagles.
That'll be about a yard and a half short. So third down coming up.
Robert Trujillo, number 34, making the tackle.
Two new players check into the game as Brandon Robles enters, and also big number 34, Hector Barron. Barron, if he's in that backfield and you run behind him, you could create some havoc. He's lined up to the right side, under center this time. Escobar will hand it off. Greyhounds are there to meet the ball carrier at the 15, and we'll have to sort out the spot. It's going to be about a yard short and bring up fourth down for Hanna. And you'll hear the home side erupt here at Bobby Morrow, even with the limited crowd. If their defense can make a stop here on 4th and 1, under 10 to go in the ball game. Eagles taking their time in the huddle will come up to the line. Escobar will go under center. Pena behind him. Play clock down to 6. Takes a snap. Won't get it. No penalty flags on the play. Greyhounds now saying they recovered a fumble. Now an official from the sideline comes in. There was no penalty thrown. And it will be Greyhound football. They get the stop. You talk about reading the snap count. In that case, the San Benito Greyhounds came across the line as the ball was being snapped. And so they'll hand the ball to the offense with an opportunity. From their own 15-yard line, Elijah Hernandez sends a man in motion left to right. Hands it off Castilleja. Out across the 20. Stays on his feet. Finally blow it dead as they get him down at the 22. That'll be a 7-yard gain.
Kyler Castilleja.
For Kyler Castilleja.
Short of about 2 yards.
Hernandez sets him down on second down. Gonna throw. Screen pass is dropped, looking in the direction of Justin Martinez. And it brings up third down for the Greyhounds. 3rd and 3.
Make that 2 to go.
They'll hand it off. Eagles are there to shut that down. Not enough for a first down, a loss on the play of a yard. And so 4th down and 4. And here's where you hold your breath if you're San Benito. They will be bringing the punting team in. But the snaps to the punter have been an adventure this evening. Ryan Trinidad goes back to return the punt for the Eagles. You can see him standing just on the Hanna side of the 50. But all eyes will be on the snap to the punter first, as he's been a busy man retrieving some awkward snaps, to say the least. 4th and 4. Good snap, right on the money, gets the kick away. Wobbly kick. Trinidad will backpedal, field it at his 40. Steps past the man. Now he got a block. Midfield stripe. A penalty flag is bringing this back. Trinidad wrestled down to the 45. But that penalty flag will be thrown back beyond the 45-yard line of Hanna. So this is coming backwards.
During the return, we have holding. Number 25.
There's a hold against Hanna.
10 yards, foul. First down.
And so San Benito will send their defense on the field and ask them to get a stop and try to flip the field position here in this ball game with 8:49 left.
Graham fans and all fans, Out at home, make sure you look at your Jumbotron right now for hashtag SB2020 football. Here's your photos.
On first down. Nothing doing as the Greyhound defense is there to throw that one backwards. Vicious tackling that time by San Benito.
Aaron Reyes.
Let's check in with our fans on Facebook. I switched over there. Give me a shout out where you're watching from now. With 8:31 left here in this ball game from San Benito. Where are my fans watching the game from here tonight? From the 35-yard line, they marked it down for no gain. So 2nd and 10. Sweeney, Texas, give a shout out in that direction. Thanks for tuning in. 8 minutes and counting. They'll look to throw, stepping up, waiting, gonna run. Nice read that time. Escobar. Escobar was trying to get Trinidad to break the route and go deep. Had he done so, who knows? Irving, Texas, give a shout out in that direction. Janie Guardiola, thanks for tuning in. Joe Ramirez in Fort Worth. Green Bay, Wisconsin, Paul Hernandez, give a shout out in that direction. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Stafford, Virginia, Johnny Aleman watching there. Axel Rachita watching in California, thanks for tuning in here on Rio Sports Live. We're in San Benito, Texas. Corpus Christi tuning in. Rio Verde, Texas, also tuning in tonight. 3rd down play. Escobar dives forward, got a first down. Watch on the replay here as it's all Escobar.
Eagles pick up a first down.
How about a shout out to Michael Ramirez Jr. watching from Australia. Watching some San Benito football here tonight on a Friday night. Baytown, Texas, thanks for tuning in. Amarillo, Texas, Austin, Texas, also tuning in tonight. Eagles with a first down. They'll hand it off to Pena. Cuts it back, gained a yard. And 2nd down and 9 coming up. Lorraine Vega Gomez watching in San Benito with limited fans here. We do have, I know we have fans tuning in right here within the city of San Benito watching our ball game.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 coming up for the Hanna Eagles with 7 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. That's in regulation. On 2nd and 9, Escobar. Hit, down he goes, a big sack by the Greyhounds. Back there was Gabriel Sandoval. And you talk about Sandoval being in the right spot. Nothing Escobar could do to that. Thanks for tuning in Houston, Texas. Sebastian Garza watching our game. Annette Erasmo Rosenbaum also watching in Houston. Sebastian Garza, thanks for tuning in Alaska. What's the temperature up there tonight? We're in San Benito, Texas. I'm out here in short sleeves. And we were sweating setting up this one as it was plenty warm. Setting up for this one. Timeout on the field. Eagles will face a 3rd and 19 when we return as the 4th quarter heating up here on Rio Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the band over there making some noise for the Greyhound faithful. Give a shout out to Eddie Slovak watching from Czechoslovakia I thought Australia was a long way away. It is. So is Czechoslovakia. Also watching for Brownsville. Give a shout out to Juan Ovalle. Thanks for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Czechoslovakia, Australia, Mexico. International broadcast here tonight on Rio Sports Live. Neat stuff. Escobar ready to go for the Eagles on third and a bundle. Steps up. Now he's got some room to run. Hit. Down he goes, and a penalty flag is thrown, and that may be a face mask against San Benito. They had contained the run. And it will be a face mask against San Benito. Give a shout out to Columbus, Mississippi. Chris Bullard watching the game. Thanks for tuning in. Dayton, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in. Iris Jurgens watching the game. So the drive will stay alive for the Hanna Eagles. We're under 6 minutes to go here in this contest. Escobar hands it off to Pena. Bounces it outside. Got to the 40 of San Benito. He's brought down there. Second down. Eagles now going on a hurry-up offense. They'll take the snap. The whistles will blow. And they'll call motion against Hanna. They were trying to draw the offense off the. Or was that a timeout? No penalty. Timeout called by San Benito. 5:27 left in this one. As they're watching from San Benito, Texas, Czechoslovakia, Australia, Columbus, Ohio, Brownsville, and parts across the nation, and in this case, the world. Back after this. Back here on Rio Sports Live as the Hanna Eagles have the football. San Benito Greyhounds trying to get a stop. Thanks for tuning in, Joanne Coy in Victoria, Texas, to Miriam Salivar Williams in San Antonio tuning into our broadcast. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw Escobar. Gets rid of it right side, and it's going to be nearly intercepted, incomplete. Here come the penalty flags. Dano Fuentes was out there, so was Trinidad. And then defending on the corner was John Castro. And it'll be defensive holding against the San Benito Greyhounds, so another penalty on this drive. Taxes San Benito's Hounds. And pushes the ball a little further downfield as it's now at the 30. Ito Santos watching from North Dakota. Thanks for tuning in. It's always neat to see that. I turn it on Facebook because I can see those comments really quick. They'll run it right side to Pena. Pena got to the 25 for the Hanna Eagles. It's good for 4. Second down. Los Banos, California tuning in. Thanks for watching the game. Furman Moreno. Again, San Benito, Texas is our location. If you're ever in South Texas, be sure to visit the city of San Benito. Lots going on down Sam Houston Street for certain. I say that because that's where my wife and I's collectible store is. My vinyl record collection of over 50,000 records for you to scan through. Running play. Escobar stretches forward, got near the 20. That's close to first down yardage. Eagles also lobbying to make sure that clock keeps running. It's short of first down, and it's 3rd and 1 coming up. Fort Lee, Virginia. Give a shout out to Matt Torres. Thanks for tuning in. 3rd and 1 for Hanna. Escobar gets the play from the sidelines. Out of a gun for Escobar. Under 4 to go. Hands it off. Pena's hit. Got some second effort. Gets the first down. That is just terrific second. Watch this. Greyhound defender right there to make a play. Should have ended right there. I told you, Pena has one speed, and that's go. And he's a strong ball carrier. .333 and counting. This is a long, sustained drive by the Hanna Eagles, who, my friends, are in no hurry right now, especially with a first down situation here. Escobar lets the play clock run down to 4. Swings a pass, right side. Trinidad caught it at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. Escobar to Trinidad, and watch how they set this up. Off the play action. 1st and goal from the 5.
1st and goal to go.
Hanna again playing clock management here. Watching from Kazakhstan. I think I got that right. Council Bluff, Iowa also tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Under center, Escobar takes a snap. Hands the ball off. Right side, touchdown, Eagles. Pena to the house.
Number 20 scores for the Eagles.
Eagles take a late lead. And watch the hole open up. Pena doesn't need much, my friends. And he got there for 6. 2:39 left in this ball game. Buckle up. San Benito's offense can make some things happen quickly. So all eyes on the extra point here to try to make it a 7-point game. Kicker for the Eagles. Booms it away. And it's good. 2:39 left in the 4th from Bobby Morrow. San Benito will get their hands on the football, down 7 after this.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. Doing a terrific job on the camera tonight. Our thanks again to all my crew that's helping me wherever we're broadcasting tonight. I was trying to tally it up. Falfurious, Fremont, Kennedy, Corpus Christi, Mathis, Donna, Mission, Sherryland High School, Brownsville, St. Joseph, Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Los Fresnos, Lyford. It's just the ones I can rattle off the top of my head. 28 games going tonight at one time. Deep kickoff. Greyhounds let it bounce to the 5. They'll bring it out to the 10. 15, out to the 17-yard line. And so that's where Elijah Hernandez and the Hounds will take over. Looking for some fourth quarter magic, come from behind style now with 2:33 left. Again, you got playmakers like Jermaine Corbin capable of stretching the field on any given snap.
Greyhounds ball, 1st and 10.
First and foremost, you got to give protection to Hernandez to give him a chance. He's got the playmakers out there with him. Drops back to throw on 1st down. Waiting. Deep ball, overthrows everybody, incomplete. Time he was looking for Christian Alvarado. Alvarado kind of broke off that route. Hernandez was trying to go for it all on one sling of a pass. Stops the clock. 2:25 remaining, 2nd and 10 for Hernandez. Drops back again, waiting. Right side this time. That's caught by Corbin. Wrestled down at the 31. Got a first down. They'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains. You got to watch Corbin, too. He not only can stretch the field, but had he run through that tackle, it's a tough job to stop him there. Hernandez gets away. Slings a pass right side. Man, Corbin was there. And they'll blow that play dead. Second and 10 coming up for San Benito. Elijah Hernandez.
Second down and 10, Greyhounds.
Sets him down on second down. Single back in the backfield. He drops back to throw. Waits. Hit. And down he goes. Hanna Eagles with a sack. And now a timeout on the field.
Timeout. San Benito.
And San Benito will take a timeout. They've got one left and will be facing 3rd and 15 after this.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases. Because
back here on Rio Sports Live, San Benito Greyhounds facing a 3rd and 15. Elijah Hernandez sends a man in motion, drops back to throw, delivers a pass right side. It's caught out across the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. And so it will be 4th down for San Benito.
20 with the reception.
And Hernandez and the offense will stay on the field, needing to convert here on 4th and 10. Got to get it to the 40-yard line for Hernandez. Play clock at 20. Takes a snap, drops back. Here comes pressure. Steps up. Looks. Being chased. Going to get a first down. Elijah Hernandez steps out of bounds. Keeps the drive alive. And watch as he waits. He almost waited too long as there was pursuit from behind. And then he turns on the Jets. Also got out of bounds to stop the clock. San Benito with a first down play coming up. Hernandez wants a snap, takes it, swings it right-hand side. Incomplete. Ball took too long to get to Corbin as it sailed just a bit.
Pass intended to Jermaine Corbin,
out of the hand of
2nd down and 10, Greyhounds.
Elijah Hernandez. Give a shout out to fans watching on our YouTube channel. Let's see what we got here. Chris and Landa Silva says, say my name. There you go. You got it. Greyhounds on a 2nd and 10. Hernandez with 3 receivers on the right-hand side of the screen. Sends a man in motion. That's Corbin. Drops back to throw. Waits. Looks. Delivers the ball downfield. It's Corbin. Tipped away. Incomplete. A touchdown saving play right there. Trinidad. And watch this. Corbin was behind them all. Had he reeled that in, that was 6 points. 3rd down and 10 coming up for San Benito. more time on the clock than what I've got. I'll fix that for you so your fans can get a good indication. Here's another play by Hernandez. Steps up, spins out of a tackle, delivers a pass, caught, big hit delivered, first down Greyhounds. Watch the play by Hernandez, who shoulda, coulda, woulda been sacked, but wasn't. And then the hit, they'll say dislodged the ball, so it's not a first down. 4th and 10 for San Benito. We couldn't see on the landing. Sure looked like he caught the ball for a first down. 4th and 10. Hernandez rolls out right-hand side, looking, delivers down the sideline, incomplete. Hanna takes over. A leaping, diving, stretching attempt on this 4th down. All-out effort by the receiver, Rodney Rodriguez, to reel that in. And the Hanna Eagles will take over with 1:01 left in this contest on the road in San Benito. San Benito has 1 timeout remaining in this ball game. Hanna Eagles came into the season as one of the teams to watch. District 32 6A, it was just how good can this team be? There were some question marks on some roles to fill. They knew they had some playmakers. They come into the house of the San Benito Greyhounds, a tough place to get a victory. Escobar will take a knee. Greyhounds do have 1 timeout left. They'll not take it. Fans, again, thanks for tuning into our broadcast. Now, I would like to invite you to watch it as a replay. However, in some cases, in many cases, coaches, in this case, San Benito's coach, traditionally ask us to pull games out of concern of being scouted. Take another knee for the Hanna Eagles, and that will be it, as they'll count the seconds away. And the Hanna Eagles with an impressive 20-13 victory here tonight against San Benito's Greyhounds. As I was saying, I'll invite you to watch it again. I'll keep it up as long as I can until the coaches say, hey, pull it. I'll also run a highlight reel for you. You'll at least be able to see the big plays. But tonight, the Hanna Eagles are victorious tonight over the San Benito Greyhounds. Final score of 20-13. I'm going to give my player of the game to Diego Escobar, the senior quarterback for the Hanna Eagles. He directed the team down for that touchdown-winning drive. So Diego Escobar, the quarterback, is our player of the game. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I'm Joe Bowling for Rio Sports Live. We need advertisers, my friends, in a big, big way. Over 5 million minutes viewed this month, and we may get double that between this week and next. Till next time, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.